Of the game, you have any fluidity or consistency on offense. There's a lot of bad things that happen.
Bosch from the wing. McRoberts with a couple rebounds in that sequence.
Yeah, he almost tapped it in.
Gerald Green stepping out of bounds. Dunk won't count for Green. Home crowd enjoyed it anyway. So did Hassan Whiteside, who's been on the bench for a long spell. But
Kemba will get a ball screen. DeRozan trying to force the action.
Shot clock is at 4. Kemba loses it. The Raptors have it. DeRozan. Oh, he hit it, but a timeout had been called. Toronto called timeout before the shot was hoisted. What a turn of events. Dwayne Casey called timeout, and that means the shot is no good.
And the Hornets players responded to the timeout call before the Raptors players did because they stopped playing defense. Here's what happened. That whole possession. Turnover. You can see the Hornets players have stopped playing when the shot goes up. 0.7 seconds left on the clock. Raptors ball. That's enough time to get a shot.
He's back out on the floor.
Well, they got him back out for defensive purposes for the most part because you want his length to play against Isaiah Thomas.
That pass is thrown length of the floor.
Oh, but he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
It can't count. It can't count. He's out of bounds. I mean, unbelievable. So the Pacers get the ball back out on that end. It can't count because he's not on the court of play. But he throws this thing and just banks it in. It's unbelievable bank. You couldn't do that if you had him throw it another 100 times. But the Pacers get the ball back because nobody touched it in the same place.
Jay Crowder.
And David Black takes a timeout. LeBron with the highlight of the night there. In front of it.
I mean, it was a hook.
Man.
Hollis Thompson checks off their bench. Here's T.J. McConnell. Backup point guard now. Ball swing to Sampson in rhythm. Overshot it down the floor. Kevin Love to LeBron James. He attacks. That'll be yards after a catch there because he was in the open floor, and then he had those smoking tires on the rim. He moved on the second time as he flipped it up and went in after the whistle.
And LeBron doing a good job of getting out on the break, attacking right away. Fouled first time, but the second time it goes.
0.6 remaining. Knicks out of timeouts. They've got to do it here. Anthony guarded by Marvin Williams. It's going to be Porzingis. Oh, my! Are you kidding me? I think it did. On the court, they're saying it counts. Did he get it off before the zeros? Oh, that's close.
He busted the play, though. He was supposed to go down and screen Carmelo Anthony. He saw Zeller reading the play, and he just broke it off, peeled back, got the basketball. That is close.
He may be cursed by long fingers.
Oh.
No good! It's waved off! A miracle in Uptown! It's no good! Porzingis too late! And the Hornets with the win!
You're talking about him being maybe the best shooter to ever live. Oh! Iguodala threw it in! They're going to say before. So it won't be a 4-point play. Steve Kerr saying, wait a minute, though. He started a shooting motion.
See, that used to be a bucket and a foul. They've really changed the way they referee that. That to me looks like he was taking it off the dribble all the way to the rim, and there was any stop in that.
But that's the way. That's what they changed several years ago to stop
it's
that,
not
because
shooting,
guys were aware and were just throwing it up to draw the 3-point or 3 free throws.
Mike, I lost the game in here.
Budinger will inbound.
Here's Turner with one, lets it fly, and it won't go. And that's the end of the first quarter. That went in, but it won't count. But why should we be surprised? Three-quarter court three.
Get on that rim, Leprechaun.
Thomas finds Crowder open. Short with the three. Pierce. Paul Pierce from about 10 feet the other side of half court. It won't count, but it's Paul Pierce. Come on, who cares?
Do have a foul to give. Blazer guards kind of stood around there, have the small lineup in there.
And now Terry Stotts knows having a 20-second timeout in his back pocket. Will use it here to try and set up. Do have a foul to give here, and this is a good spot to take that foul. We'll see if they choose to do it. Although you got to be careful with Lillard, he'll throw up a three. And they do get the foul taken before Lillard could get into the act of shooting. Dame flips it up and in anyway. Now,
by the way, the Jazz win in overtime over Houston. That's a big win for the Jazz and a tough loss for Houston.
Here's Johnson. Steps around Plumlee, floats it up and off. Plumlee grabs the rebound off the rim. And now Brooklyn's got a foul. And they do foul Lillard. Oh, and Lillard hit a three-quarter court shot. Terry Stotts is asking for the and one. That's the third time tonight Lillard has hit a long shot after a whistle.
Yeah.
I think the officials are going to have to look at this. Depends on when the foul was called. Was it the first call or the second call? This is the shot that goes in. No way he gets the and one, but in the first half he did that from nearly half court and hit it. Well, then scooped one up and hit it after whistle.
A tough pass. That was a tough pass.
Technical foul on Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra. He and assistant coach David Fizdale came flying off the Heat bench when Draymond Green was not called for a foul, breaking up that wall.
Yeah, Draymond Green was physical on Wade on the